Hey, bud. Can I caddy for you today?
Sure.
I've heard you're playing in a lot of tournaments and they're starting to make it to where you don't have a caddy, right? Well, I've got an AI caddy that can help you play and teach you how to do course management around the golf course. You interested?
Yes, sir.
I'm Dallas.
Correct.
Nice. So I'm going to show you the Tangent app. We got you set up in here. Go look, we got all your distances and clubs already set up with your club gapping. This is going to power our AI caddy today. So I'm going to walk with you. We'll use this. We'll choose some targets and play some good golf. What do you think?
All right, let's do it.
Let's go have fun. All right, we're at Wachesaw East here on the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail. We're on the 10th hole, which is a par 5. We got 2 bunkers here on either side, but you hit a pretty straight ball. Tangent's recommended that we just pipe a driver right down the middle. You like that?
Yeah.
All right, so we got the 150 stake out there. Let's just aim at that and rip one. That should play. All right, perfect. That one in play, let's go. So what do you like in terms of line? What are you gonna aim at here?
Say that little card sign.
I see that little card sign, yeah. I like that, that's perfect. Oh, sweet swing. Almost landed on our card sign. Great shot. Great shot. That was really fun. Yeah, was he a good dude?
Yeah, he's really nice.
Like his golf swing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty silky smooth, isn't he? Yeah, I'm jealous. I would love to play with Grant Horvath. He seems like just a really, really good guy. Who else have you played with? It's fun.
Luke Peavy.
Luke Peavy. Oh, yeah?
He's really nice dude.
Where did you play with him?
At our home golf course, Forest Facts Country Club.
Nice, that's awesome. All right, we are in the middle of the fairway here. Perfect layup shot. We've got about 103 yards to the center. That pin looks like it's slightly back of center. Tangent, let's see, let's zoom in here. Like somewhere between a 9 and an 8 iron. What are you feeling? What do you got here? You like an 8?
Yeah.
I like an 8. An 8 kind of favors the back half. Make sure we're not short. It is a little rainy and wet, so I love an 8 iron. Now the pin's on the right, so I think we should aim 10, 15 feet left of it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Love it. Ooh, what a golf shot. Yeah, so this is perfect, right? So we aimed a little bit left, maybe you pushed it a little bit, you pushed it right at the pin, and we favored long. So even though we missed the green here, short and right would have been a disaster. Now we got a pretty good chance here to get up and down, right?
Yep.
Good shot. Let's go. Did you like putting these? What do you like?
I think chipping, just because it's in the rough a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I can dig that. I'm from Texas, so we use the Texas wedge a lot. But I agree with you. I think we got some shaggy rough here. So yeah, I think chipping it's probably the right play. Do you like to go bump and run, or you like to hit a high? What kind of shot do you like to hit?
I think bump and run would be kind of work better here.
You like bump and run? I bet you got better short game than I do. Just walk me through what it is you're thinking and what you're going to try to do. What are you thinking?
Aim point, and then how far the ball's going to roll out.
Okay.
Then what shot it, like here. Then because wet, so it should skip a little more.
Should skip a little more, yeah. Let it roll out the rest of the way.
Should break a little right.
You can break a little right. Yeah, I like that. I don't think it moves a ton, but I think you're right. I think it's going to go a little left or right. Let's knock it up there. Let's get a putt at it. Ooh. Yeah, I think you have better short game than I do. Good shot right there. Great shot. But what I love is, so we didn't hit the green from back there, but that was, a simpler up and down. Had we gone with the 9, you hit it in the grass bunker, that can be tough. We're in a great spot here. Let's knock this guy in. Way to go. We call that an easy par, and on my channel, we like easy pars. Good shot, dude. We got a pretty good good little target here.
Yeah.
So if we look at the tangent app, its recommended driver, it's got us kind of in the middle of the fairway. But if we look at the middle of the fairway, it's kind of probably leftist edge of the green, so maybe just left of the 150 stake. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that line? Oh, that's money. That's money.
Good shot, man.
That one's it.
Hey, easy game when you hit it that straight.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good job. I like it. I like it when you tell someone where to hit it and they just hit it there. It makes it much easier.
Kind of like Jerry Carey.
Yeah.
Good shot. What you like so far about this tangent app?
It's, yeah.
Like how it shows you like how far your clubs go and like where you would normally miss and kind of where to aim.
Yeah, it suggests what clubs you hit, percentages and stuff like that. It's really cool.
So when you're out on the course by yourself, once you've tracked yourself, it kind of
It's an
tracks
AI
all
caddy.
your yeah, and then when
Goes
you're
around.
out there looking, be like, hey, there's a bunker here, my miss is here, so I should probably aim here.
Because I can't have caddies because I got to the age group. So I can use that and it really helps me a bunch.
So what's your favorite golf course that you've ever played?
Pinehurst #1.
Pinehurst #1. I've never played Pinehurst #1. I've got really good memories of Pinehurst #2. I actually won a tournament at Pinehurst.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pinehurst #1. What'd you shoot on Pinehurst #1? You remember?
That world's, I think like 2 over, 4 under, and 2 over.
Oh man, that's some good playing. Those
And I
Pinehurst
had a hole
courses
in
are
one
tough.
during the round too.
How many hole-in-ones do you have?
3.
3. It's not fair. I've got 1. I'm happy to have 1. That's awesome. Okay, we're in the middle of the fairway, position A. Again, it's kind of muddy. Let's make sure that we got a good lie here. So we've got 115 to the center, but it is a back pin. So if we look at the tangent app, it's telling us that a 7 is probably going to keep us just short of it, right? And it's going to be good enough to keep us past the bunkers and all the main trouble. So what do you think? You like 7 iron?
Yeah, I like 7.
I like 7 iron. And then direction-wise, we want to make sure we're not in the bunkers. I would probably favor just a couple paces left. It's a middle pin, so don't have to go too crazy. But what do you think about like almost hitting it over that little cart side? You like that? That's a great golf shot. Great golf shot. No, that's a great golf shot. We're in the middle of the green. We're going to have a good putt up towards the hill. And what I love about that, right, is even favoring a little bit left of the pin, that gives us room. So if we do hit kind of the right-hand side of our dispersion, we still got a great look. We got a great birdie look. That's all we're trying to do is stack up birdie looks. Good shot. And so we're playing golf. You've got a caddy with you, right? And I'm constantly telling you what the app might say or giving you suggestions. But sometimes you're probably going to disagree with me. You may not like what the app is telling you to do, right? And the important thing when you're playing golf is you got to hit shots that you can commit to and you want to hit. So if I say, hey, app's saying 7 iron, but you don't feel like you can confidently hit that club, you don't like it, it's always better to hit a committed golf shot to whatever your target is versus an uncommitted golf shot to my target.
Yeah.
That makes sense? Now in this case, we've hit it perfect, man. We got a good birdie look to that back 10. We're in position A. Let's go see if we can make a putt. We got a friend. We got a friend trying to get off
What
this
is
putting
that?
green. That's his slime, right? Yeah,
I think if they have slime, they put walk back.
I think so.
They don't move.
No, they don't. All right, so what kind of things are you thinking when you're reading a putt like this? What's going through your mind? What are you trying to do?
Speed and brake.
Speed and brake, okay. And what do you see here?
Big hill right there, so probably really right to left, like maybe a couple feet out there.
Right, yeah, what I like to look at here is we've got kind of a high point over here, which means it's probably going to go kind of towards the low point on the left. So I think you got the direction right. I think the grain's going that way too. Do you have grainy greens where you're from?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes you got to pay attention to the grain too. I think it's a little bit uphill, maybe the back one. So what kind of line do you see? Where are you looking at?
Right, so that keeps on. Or it might be a
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, and on a putt like this, I mean, you got, what, probably almost 30 feet. So the most important thing, of course, is speed. We want to get the speed right, make sure the next one's easy, right?
Yeah.
Love it. Great putt. Great weight. Great weight. Great
Right?
putt.
Yeah, a lot of patience. I mean,
What's that thing?
The app says 8 iron to that pen.
How is the pen front?
The pen's front left. So if anything, I would favor long of that. The actual number is 105, but you know anywhere.
I think so.
You like 7?
Yeah.
6, 7. You always got to hit something that you can commit to and that you like. And in this case, you know, the green's starting to come down. That pin's front right. We got a lot of green long and a lot of green to the right of it.
Don't have that much range.
Yeah, and then line-wise, what do you like? What are you trying to aim at here?
I like you see the pine to the right of it?
I do.
I like that one.
Okay, yeah, I like that line. Let's hit it there. We're favoring a little bit right of the pin just to give us a little bit of room. Sweet swing. Great shot. So we hit that slightly past pin high, and that is a really smart course management play. You know that even PGA Tour pros struggle with front pins because they always get aggressive and they want to hit that front pin. You miss it a little bit, and now you're short. We're in the middle of the green with another birdie putt. Good job. Great golf shot there. You, what's your favorite movie? You watch movies though, right? You gotta have a favorite movie. You like comedies?
I like Sandlot.
Oh man, that's
I
it.
used to watch that.
We were talking about Sandlot earlier. You're killing me, Smalls. That's one of my favorite movies. That's awesome. Okay, let me see your putter real quick. Take that ball marker.
I stayed at my nanny's house where my mom had to go to school
Yeah.
or to work. We had watched that like 2 times every day.
Oh, Sandlot's a classic, man. I figured you got a good dad there if he's making you watch Sandlot. All right, I feel like you got a pretty good handle on the greens. What do you see here?
Right to left.
Right to left?
No, not too much. I think it's a little bit right left.
This is where it gets a little tricky because it's starting to rain, trying to gauge the speed of the greens. A little downhill, a little down grain, but pick your spot. Let's give it a chance here. We still want to be mindful of speed, right? One mistake is getting a little too cute with it. Give this thing a run. Good pace, really good weight there, right? Really good weight. Really good weight. Out of way. We don't get mad at easy pars. 3.
You take them.
And 3 always look good on the scorecard.
All right, so we played what, 3 holes?
3 holes, even par.
Even par, missed 1 green, but mainly because we just didn't have the right club in our hand.
Yeah.
Everything else we hit.
Still got it and down. Even par 2-3. All easy tap-ins too.
Hey, we just passed somebody that normally wants to carry your bag. You think that he might want to ride?
no, I'm good. I love.
You want to
doing it.
ride?
I love driving. I need a caddy.
The hard stuff don't come down for a little while.
Let's test if these shoes are waterproof. They are.
We can wait out a couple seconds, guys, too. We got time.
Yeah,
I'll put my hand up and go right back down.
All right, Brantley, looks like we got a little bit of clearing in the rain, so we can move on to the 13th hole. This is a shorter par 4, but with it being so wet, it's probably gonna play a little bit longer than normal. All right, so if we're looking at the tangent app, right, it's telling us to pipe a driver. It likes favoring a little bit left, but looking at this hole, right, you can see how it kind of shapes that way.
Yeah.
What do you like as a target?
Like a little left of that 156.
I think we got maybe a little bit of wind off the left. I might, if I was giving you a suggestion, I might shade a little bit left of that, kind of the right third of the green. I kind of like that line. Maybe right edge of the green would be perfect. That's fine. Good listener. You listen to your parents as well?
Hey, be careful how you answer that.
You listen to your parents as well as you're listening to me? Great shot, man. It's wet. He's got wet gloves. He's standing in water, basically at that golf shot, still pipes it.
Looks like a back pin.
Absence pitcher wedge.
Yeah, I like that.
Right there.
I think I'm going 9 iron. Maybe take a little bit off of it.
I like it. Yeah, it's getting wetter. Actually, even using the sunscreen stuff getting wet.
But it's like on the wall.
Yeah. So we got a middle pin here, about 92 yards. Now the absence pitcher wedge, you said you like 9 iron, right?
Yeah.
What makes you like 9 iron?
I just don't want to be short. It doesn't. It's real wet, so
Yeah, I
it's
think
going
with the
far.
rain coming down, it's usually not going to go quite as far.
Yeah.
Might get a little water on the club face. What do you like in terms of target?
Nice.
We got a right pin here. You could go at the pin. I would even on a short pin like this, a shot. I know you're pretty accurate, but I think we should still maybe even just a pace or 2 paces to the left of it.
Alright.
Just gives you a little bit more room. Especially with it raining, if you're getting the rough on the right-hand side, it might be a little stickier for the wedge. So let's favor just maybe 1 pace to the left and knock it up there. A little wet, okay. That's all right, a little bit of adversity. We're going to chip over there, but the good news is we still have a look. We still got plenty of green. There's no big trouble in front of us. So let's go see that short game. Let's go get up and down. Bad shots happen, right, Brantley?
Yeah.
Every now and then we hit a bad one, especially when it's rainy and tough like this. You're going to hit bad shots. That's just going to happen. But the big thing is you don't want to turn 1 mistake into 2 mistakes, right? So, of course, we'd love to get up and down here. We'd love to make par. But the one thing we can't do is turn a 5 into a 6, right? Let's see where we're at. Let's figure out how to just basically get this thing on the green. If we hit it close, that's a bonus. We want this on the green. We want to make sure that 5's the worst that can happen to us. What kind of shot would you normally play here? What club do you have in your hand? 54. Okay, so that's going to come out a little bit lower. Where do you think you're going to land this? Where are you trying to land it?
A little right of the pin.
A little right of the pin, but how deep? How far are we trying to get it?
I say land it. 12 feet on the green. Should spin a little bit.
I think with it being wet, and you got a little bit of a downslope there. So if we're hitting 54, I kind of like landing it maybe just on the apron there. We're trying to get it almost to the green. If you get it all the way to the green, that's perfect too, because we're still going to have a putt. Right? So that's the main goal. Let's get this on the green. I like favoring just right of the pin. Let's get it up there. Really nicely done. That's great. So hey, we missed the green, but now we've got 7 feet maybe to save par. And what we didn't do was turn 1 mistake into 2. We got a good chance to save par, and especially in weather like this, pars are our friend.
Hill.
Downhill, right to left, it's down drain. Greens are wet. This is when it gets tricky because the speed of these things might change a little bit. a good looking ball marker. Where'd you get that ball marker?
Not for me.
Tangent ball marker there, courtesy of Full Metal Markers. All right. How much break do you see? Read that thing for me. What are we looking at?
Like 7 inches
7 inches. You want to point to a spot?
here.
You like right there? Okay. Taste the pendant. So you got to feel. You've been reading these greens great. Get the speed right. See if we can't make one. Oh, that's so good. So good. That's golf right there. Miss a green, hit the good shot, give us a putt, and make it. Way to go.
That's all good.
Way to go. That's how you grind out weather like this. Kick and play. Good job, dude.
Look at all this
Yeah,
water
good
over
job,
here.
dude. What's your putter? Good job, man. We'll break in the weather, but it looks like we got a little bit of a tougher tee shot here. If we take a look at the tangent app, it is recommended driver. We got bunkers all down the left, and with it being wet, it looks like that area to the right might be rough, might be sticky, right? So we got a pretty narrow target here. You've been striping the driver. You feel good with the driver? Love it.
Adding 2 pine trees on
You like the 2 pines? I love the 2 pines. So what I'm thinking here, right? The reason why I like the 2 pines is because we're trying to take bunkers completely out of play. If we do hit it right in the rough, that's okay. But those 2 pines, that's a perfect line. We hit it on that line, we're gonna be in the middle of the fairway. We're gonna have a good look here, right? Love it. That is a very narrow fairway that you just striped it in, my man. Another good golf swing. Another good golf swing. Telling you, lots of people be slipping around in this weather, not having a good time, and you're sitting here smiling, piping drives. I love it. From right here where we're standing, the app's recommending 9 iron. As we get closer, what's that sound like?
Yeah, I like 9.
You like 9 iron?
Yeah.
So, conditions, one of the things I was saying on the tee, I love that you're sitting here in the rain. Your grip good? I love that you're sitting here in the rain still smiling, because half of it when you're playing in conditions like this is just attitude, continuing to have fun. All right, so let's think about target here. That pin looks like it's a back right pin. What are you thinking about? Where are you going to try to hit this 9 iron?
A little bit left of them.
A little bit left of the frame. Yeah, so what are you looking for? Let's pick a specific target.
2 pine trees.
Which 2 pines?
The bright.
The bright one's kind of in the middle of the green? Yeah, I like that, because if it cuts, that's a good position. And even the tangent AI caddy is telling us to stay left of that pin. We don't want to go anywhere near there. We hit in the middle of the green, we're having a good uphill putt at it. I like that line. See what we can do. That's okay. Hey, it's slippery and it's wet. Let me get that grip for you. It's slippery and it's wet. So you're on days like this, you're probably going to have more shots like that than you're used to. And same thing we're talking about tee box. It's all about attitude. You got to embrace that challenge. Can't get down. We'll walk up to the next one and just keep doing your best, right?
Yep.
All right, Brantley. So we missed the green, missed it to the right. But if I'm looking at this ball, seeing where it is with an uphill putt, this is why my channel is called The Good Miss. Because we missed, but we've missed in a spot that we can manage, right? We're not in a bunker, we're not short-sided, we got some green to work with. Golf's a game of misses. This was a good miss. Because now we got a chance to still get up and down here. It's getting a little slippery, but luckily we got past all that, so we can actually putt. What do you see here? Walk me through it.
Definitely, you got definitely up there on the slope.
So are we bumping it? Are we going high? What are you feeling?
Or a little bit higher.
A little bit higher? Okay, so you're talking about landing it up in here like where you are, or where are you going to try to land this ball?
Right here.
Right there?
Should roll out.
I like that. Yeah, the hill, the slope, the grain should all take it down to the hill. And again, easy spot to get greedy. Let's just make sure we have a putt. It's putting great. Let's just make sure we have a putt. Did. I was asking for a putt, and real quick I was like, maybe we don't need a putt. We don't need a putt at all. Great shot there. Perfect. All right, so these are ones you still got to give it your full attention, right? What do you see?
Left or right, definitely. Like a little bit outside left.
Outside left. It's always pace dependent. It's a little wet. How much outside? What do you think? Yeah, you got to marry it with your pace. If you're dying pace, I like that line. If you want to hit a little firmer, you could come a little closer, but you're seeing the green fantastic, so I want you to hit what you feel, what you like. Yeah, you don't need me. Good putt. Good putt. Another good par.
Thanks.
Hey, don't leave me hanging though. Well done. Hey, you're gonna miss greens, and I mean that's perfect. One, you have to have a good, clean short game, but the way that you're embracing that and just making sure you have putts, that's what you gotta do. You almost made a 3 there. There you go, my man. Keep it going, keep it rolling.
So it's raining a lot, and your glove seems to be.
Holding up really well.
What do you like about it right now in the rain? I mean, opposed to the other gloves.
Other gloves, they'll kind of slip out my hand and the leather will get really slippery. This, as you can see, it's pretty wet and it's still fairly sticky. So it does really good in the rain.
All right, the pin number is about 135, but that's a front pin. So again, we probably want to take a little bit more than that if we can. The app right now says 5 hybrid. What do you have? Do you have anything above a 5 hybrid?
4 hybrid.
4 hybrid? Well, how do you feel about the 4 hybrid? You're pausing. Why are you pausing? Walk me through. What are you thinking right there?
4 hybrid would probably go over the green.
You think a 4 hybrid's too much?
I think it should be fine.
So if you're in between, right, and you're trying to commit to one, right, a 4 hybrid might go past the pin. It looks like that's okay, but if I'm looking short of the green, there's not much trouble short of the green either. So if we want to hit something less, there's not really a ton of bunkers or anything that are in the way there. As long as we don't go right, we hit that at the pin, short's okay too. It's not going to kill it. So you want to pick, if you're stuck between the two, you want to pick the one that you feel like you can commit to, the one that you like. Which one's speaking to you?
I like 4 hybrid.
You like 4 hybrid. All right, let's do it. Now, what were you thinking when you're walking up this tee box? Obviously, we got some pads of water here that we got to avoid. What else are you thinking about?
It looks like a pretty small green. So just hit it in the middle of the green.
I think there's more green up there than we can see, but that pin's kind of slightly left. So
look like you want to go left too.
yeah, so we probably want to aim a little right of that, kind of middle of the green. You see that kind of gap where there's one tree by itself in the back, kind of top of that hill? I think that's the line. I think that's where we're trying to get it.
All right.
Hang in there. Oh, unlucky bounce. That's okay. We got to deal with some adversity, right?
Yeah.
Got tough conditions. That's okay. Who is your favorite athlete?
Like golf.
Any sport. Who's your favorite athlete?
Ludwig Oberg.
Oh man, you were talking to a Red Raider. Do you know how happy you just made me? That guy's got one of the prettiest golf swings I've ever seen. He looks like a golf robot, right?
Yeah.
He played for my college, Texas Tech, so I'm a huge Ludwig fan. I can't wait to see how his career works out. That was a great answer. All right.
Good life.
We got one of the tougher shots we've had today, yeah? How are you out of bunkers?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. That's not right. This one, it's wet, so it might be a little firm. Walk me through what you're thinking. How do you approach this golf shot?
Sand's wet, so it's probably going to spin a little more.
Okay.
Green's wet, probably gonna spin. The bunkers are pretty wet, so probably it'll spin a little bit more. The green's wet.
Landing it here, letting it release a little bit. Okay, I like that. And again, So a little bit of a mistake off the tee, right? With the number one thing we want to do here is just try to get something on the green. Let's get a putt. We're rolling it really, really well. Let's get something on the green. Let's have a putt at it.
That sand firm?
And it'll be firm and compacted a little bit. You know. Great shot. We got some work to do, but that's phenomenal, right? We survived.
Shot.
Thanks.
All right, let's see another one of those reeds. Walk me through. What do we see here?
Downhill, down grain. Well, down grain for about half the way.
Pretty wet. It's really soggy even around the green, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit slower than some of the other putts that we've had. On a day like this, it's interesting because the golf course conditions are going to change as we're playing.
Yeah.
What are you looking at in terms of target or line?
I'm just rolling it right over it right here.
So you're going to go right to left?
Yeah. Maybe not that much. Like in between
So-
here.
One thing I would look at right now, right? One of the things we're trying to do is find high points and low points. You've got water collecting right down there, right? Which tells me that's a little bit of a low point past it. That's how we know that we're downhill. I think it's pretty straight. You think? You think it moves much? You think it goes right to left?
I think it's a little left.
You've been reading these things phenomenal. Don't let me get in your way. Let's pick that target. Let's roll in another one.
It's 3 up and downs in a row.
Yeah, that's just not fair. What a shot there. Great putt. Did it turn for you? You got that read right?
It started turning left, but then it came back right at the end.
Yeah, pretty straight overall.
Yeah.
Man, what a great putt. Hey, so again, I guess what I would stress here is where to bunker. You're not trying to do too much. You get that thing on the green, and with a great putter like yourself, you're just trying to give yourself a putt. Let the putter be the great shot. Well done.
Thank you.
So what about that for 3 up and downs in a row?
It's pretty good. Made all of them have to make a comebacker, but I've executed pretty well. I said the rain's helping my curls keep tight.
Said the rain's helping his curls stay tight.
Yeah. Which club you got there? It does get narrow up there with the driver. There's some bunkers up there. You can hit driver, but it does get pretty narrow up there. So we're going to make a confident swing if we're hitting driver. If you hit less, let's take a look at what our options are, right? If you look at the tangent app, if you hit 3 wood, that's saying if you hit it around 160, you'd have 108 left. If you hit driver, which you hit your driver closer to what, like 200, you could have 70 left. We just have to be careful knowing that that bunker is all the way down the right. We definitely don't want to be in that bunker. So what are you thinking?
I like driver.
You like driver? Okay, so let's pick a really good target then. We're feeling good. We hit the driver really well. Let's just pick a really good target. So when we look at this, what do you see? Where do you want to hit that thing?
That little thing.
That little like gray box right there?
Yeah.
I love that. So that's far enough left that we're kind of limiting the right hand side, gives us room to hit on either side and still be in great position. So I love that box. That's a fantastic target. So let's just make a good confident swing. Keep doing what you're doing. I think you missed it by a yard. You missed it by a yard. That's pretty good. Well done. Hey, when you're swinging confident, you just got to keep striping. I'm enjoying the stripe show. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, great shot. How wide is this fairway right here, you think? 25 yards?
Yeah, not very far.
Piped it into a 25-yard fairway? Good shot there. Okay, so we got a middle pin, but this is one of the
Bad miss one.
tougher shots we got, right? We got water we got to worry about. You got that bunker's not really in play, but that pin's in the middle. So what are you thinking in terms of start line? Where do we want to hit this one?
Like west like add that. You see that the slope right there to the left.
Yeah, like I like, you see how the water's kind of pooling on the green? I kind of like maybe the right edge of that water.
Yeah.
You want to be a good 10, 15 feet left of that pin. Give ourselves some room to hit there, and then we'll have a nice little putt. What do you think? Beautiful. Okay, so in this case, right, we're aiming there. We hit it a little bit left of our dispersion, but if we aim at the pin and we hit it the same distance to the right, we're in the water. So by picking a good target, we gave ourselves room to be in a good spot, and we got another birdie putt. That's all we're looking for. Great shot.
Good job.
All right, so generally when you have casual water like this, unless you want to chip in and be on Instagram again, we can't putt through it, right? The water won't let us putt through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on an arc over here somewhere where we can actually putt it. So we can pick up that ball to a similar distance on the green where we can actually put a putter on it. So anywhere in here, actually probably right around here, about the same distance. There you go. And let's read it from here, because you just can't putt through water. So let's read that one. What do you see?
Right to left. Can't quite tell if it's downhill or uphill.
Okay, then let's do this. Walk with me. If we can't tell, then one of the things that I like to do is we're going to come off the green, we're going to get a little lower, and we're going to try to identify where the high point is and where the low point is, right? So if we kind of get down and look at this green, where's the highest point that you see? Yeah, probably those hills back there, right? And where's the lowest point? Yeah, so you got a low point over here, and today, since it's raining, it's really pretty obvious, because where's all the water pooling? All the water's pooling right there. So this is definitely lower. It's a little uphill. I mean, there's not a lot of slope here where we are, but it's slightly uphill. That's how I would kind of get that. If you're ever in doubt, get a little bit further away, and then try to see where the high point and low point is.
I roll it over this. I think it has a pretty good chance.
Yeah, so like, again, now we're looking at it from a different angle. You still got high points and low points. So like they're standing on a high point. Clearly we got water over here, so that's lower than that. So I think your read goes right to left is perfect. We've been crushing them all day, so let me get out of your way. Knock it up there. Again, from this length, pace is king. We want an easy par, and if it goes in, that's a bonus. But let's focus on our speed. Get it up there tight. Oh, what a putt. That's phenomenal. Hey, we like easy pars, especially after 3 holes of grinding. Nice to be able to take a little breath, hit a couple of good ones. Let me see that putt. Good roll, my man. What's the lowest score you've got in the tournament?
64.
64.
64. Wow, that's playing some golf. That's a lot of birdies right there.
Yeah,
You got that putter cover up here?
right here.
Nice. Well, on a day like today, you don't need 64 for it to be a really good day. Right now, we are grinding and putting up a score. Let's keep going. 3 more. All right, 17th hole. We got a par 5 in front of us. You got a tree up there. What do you see when you look at this hole?
Don't hit the tree.
Don't hit the tree. Okay.
Yeah.
I like, whenever I'm playing, I like to try not to think in don'ts. I'm going to say don't think in don'ts, which sounds like a double negative. But we want to focus on what we want to do, right? Because one of the things you might notice is your brain doesn't process don'ts very well. Have you ever stood on a tee and said, don't hit it left, and then hit it left? Your brain doesn't do well with don'ts. So I like to focus on what we want it to do and visualize that. So if we look at this, where do we want to hit it?
The green card.
I like the green card sign. Yeah, there's also a tree kind of right behind that. That looks like where the middle of the fairway is. And R5, this says driver. It's possible.
All right.
That's okay. So we missed our target there, right? And even then, I would say the first thing we thought about was that tree, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to get rid of that thought when we have those thoughts, and so your tendency is going to be to pull it, but that's okay because we got away with it. We are in play, and we're still going to have a shot. So you know what we call that on my channel?
A good miss.
Oh, say one more time. What was it?
A good miss.
Yeah, that's the good miss right there. Good shot. At a 170 shot, you'll have roughly 60 left. Okay. So yeah, that would be kind of an aggressive play with the 3-wood. That's what you're thinking?
I think 5 wood.
5 wood? Okay. That's an aggressive play. The fairway tangent will give you an optimal play and an aggressive play. The optimal play is more geared towards, hey, if you played this hole 1,000 times, that's probably going to give you the lowest score. But when you're feeling good, it'll also give you an aggressive play where it gives you the best chance to, in this case, go try to make a birdie. Make sure we got a nice dry lie since we're right here at casual water. So talk me through what we're looking at, what we're aiming. How would you pick a target here? So you've never played this hole, right? We don't really know what's up there. So it looks like, you know, it'd be tough to do this without an app, right? So we got here, we know from here that there's a lake there on the right-hand side. We got this creek that we can see here on the left, but it does open up. One of the things that I like about Tangent, if we click on that target where you're kind of aiming, it gives us this through line so that we can see that center of the fairway. We can see where it is in the distance. So that through line actually goes right through the middle of the green, which that tells us if that's where we want to be, we can just hit it right at the middle of the green, and that's the line that we're trying to hit it on. So that pin looks a little bit left. Let's be aware of that. And then you got the 2 trees on the right.
I like the 2 trees.
I think you can hit it the 2 trees or split the difference between the 2. I like that. I like either one. Little heavy, but that's okay. Rain's starting to come down on you, and you hit it on the line we wanted. Right? We're gonna have another shot. This is a tough hole, lots of hazards. Anytime we can find it and hit it again, that's good in my book. All right, let's do it again. What are we looking at? That pin is all the way back in the left, so I would suggest we want nothing to do with that pin.
Oh, I like that.
You like those 2 trees? I can get down with those 2 trees. We knock it at those. We have a good little putt to that pin. That gives us plenty of room to hit a good shot here. So from a tap perspective, that's the right side of our dispersion pattern, right? That's probably about as far right as you're gonna hit it.
Yeah.
And where's the ball?
On the green.
On the green. We'll take that every time. We got a long putt. We've been putting well. That's, again, another good miss. We didn't hit it how we wanted to, right? But we're putting. We're always, what's your favorite food?
Food?
Food,
Tacos.
yeah. What do you like to eat?
Tacos.
Tacos? What kind of tacos?
The ones that my mom's make. The beef tacos.
Beef tacos. You can never go wrong with tacos. I'm from Texas, man. We eat a lot of tacos. All right, what do we think about this putt?
Very long.
10 this one. We got a long putt here, right?
Downhill, it looks like.
Long ways away, right?
Mm.
But that pin is tucked all the way back left. They were trying to bait us into making a mistake. If we go at that pin, we could have done a lot of wrong things.
Yeah.
So this is a tough putt. We're gonna really just try to get the pace right, and let's see if we can give ourselves a good opportunity at par. From a expectation perspective, we got almost 50 feet, right? Somewhere in that ballpark. Anything inside 5 feet would be considered a fantastic putt. What do you think in terms of read? Is this uphill or downhill?
I think it's uphill at the start, and then coming near the end, it looks like it's downhill.
I agree with you. I think the last 8 feet or so might be downhill. What do you see in terms of line?
I like.
Got them leaves. You got 2 leaves you can hit
It
from.
rolls over that brown cup. I think it'll have a good day.
This brown cup out here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you see it going right to left? I see it going right to left. I might not see quite that much break, but I don't know. You like the inside of that cup?
Yeah.
Well, let's commit to your line. You've been hitting really good putts. We're going to really focus on speed. Let me get up there and pin that pin for you. Hey, let's focus on speed, get inside that 5-foot circle, and have a pretty good run at a par here.
Yes, sir. Get there.
I think you had the line, though. I think you had a good read on it, right? Hard to hit it that far. Well, we've had a few of these already today, right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you see here? Now it's a completely different putt. Walk me through. What do you see?
Downhill.
Downhill?
That should be good. Here.
Hair left. Down grain. So this one's going to be maybe a little bit faster than the first half of the putt that you saw. How do you see it moving?
What do you mean?
Where do you see it going? Which direction? Left? All right. Let's see if we can't steal another one. Of course he does. Straight in the heart. I don't think that moved at all. That was a straight putt.
Yeah.
You made another one. So, all right, I was preparing myself for what I was going to say if you didn't make that putt, but you did. A lot of people would get upset at having that long of a putt right there, but really the iron could have been a little better, right? You hit a great putt. Your putt to here was not a bad putt. Your putt from here in was a great putt, right? But I love the way that you just shake off first one, get focused on the next one, and just keep making good strokes, right? That's a heck of a par. Let's go. Cereal.
You're Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. That's a solid choice. I'm a Fruity Pebbles over Cocoa Pebbles guy all day long. All right, we're on the 18th hole. Can I turn around a minute? We're on the 18th hole here at Wachesaw, playing some really good golf, but we got a tough hole in front of us, right? So if we look at this, you got a narrow tee shot here, and Tangent Apps recommended that we bust the driver down there. You still feeling good with your driver?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's look at it. What do we see in terms of target up here?
I like the 150.
I like the 150. Kind of 150 splits the two. You don't really have a bailout on either side, so 150 puts us right down the middle. We're gonna have a good shot in. What do you think?
Yeah, okay.
Let's bust it. Little draw. Another solid tee shot. Right by the 150 stake.
That one felt the best.
That feels the best? Let's go finish this thing off.
That one felt good.
All right, so tell me your thoughts on your first 8.5 holes with the Tangent app.
I think it's a really good app.
What do you like about it the most?
It's optional. Like it gives you optional clubs to hit. It like fits you. Like give all your yardages and stuff like that. And it fits you. It like tells you what club that app would hit.
Perfect.
Hey, that's okay, right? You're sitting here, hold on. Like wherever we go, one, we're coming out of casual water, but you got a ball that's below your feet. Anywhere we go here, this is gonna be a tough lie. It's not even, right? That makes it a little harder to hit our lines. What I like about that, right? You may not love that golf shot, but we picked a good target that allowed us to miss right and not be in trouble. What happens if you hit it the same distance to the left?
I'm bumpy
Would you rather be in the bunkers or where you're at?
where I'm at.
So we got a good chance, right? So the thing about golf is you're not always going to hit it where you want to, right?
Yeah.
But we picked a good target, gave us the best chance to make a shot, right?
Yep.
So let's go get up and down again. All right, we got a tester here, right? We did miss right, and even over here, maybe it's a little bit short. I'll let you set that down. It's a little bit of a tougher chip maybe than we've had, but we missed the big trouble, right? So what are you thinking here on this kind of chip? Not a lot of green to work with, on a down slope. This is a tough one, right?
I think if I just land it here, it should roll down this hill.
Okay, so you want to land it uphill? So I agree with you. If you land it up here, you're going to end up with a good shot. One other thing that crosses my mind though too, we want to be real confident with where we're carrying this. So if you're looking at this, what would be the big mistake? The big mistake would be to leave it short, right? So I'm okay with this target, but we got to make sure we at least get it to here, right? Because we want it to bounce down. If this thing goes 15, 20 feet past, that's a great shot from there, right? Anything on the green. Make a putt. Great. Show me how you do it. No.
Great shot.
Hey, I see that you're disappointed in that. I'm telling you though, that's a PGA Tour level shot. You don't know it, but from that lie, that's a tour level shot. That's a really difficult one, and all we're really looking to do is get a putt, right?
It's at 54. Alright, so I think it's down one.
That's got a spot picked out?
Yeah.
You got something you like? Okay, let's put a good roll on it. See what we can do.
Might as well not wait till the last hole to miss one. Might as well make them all.
You put out.
Pull it out. All right. Good run at it. Good run at it. Clean that one up. Take your time here. Clean up the last one. Away.
Good job.
Hey Brantley, that was a pleasure. That's awesome playing, right? I know you're disappointed with that last shot. I don't think you're giving enough credit for how tough that shot is. I could put a whole lot of golfers there that would embarrass themselves. I've embarrassed myself a few times this week already. That's a great shot. 2-putt. We made a bogey on the last hole, but you just shot one over. Course you've never seen. Tough golf course. In the rain, with it being wet. Man, that's awesome. So I tracked every shot that you just had in the Tangent app, and let's go get cleaned up, let's go get dried off, and I'll show you what the Tangent has to say about your golf game. That was impressive stuff, my man. That was fun.
Peace.
That was awesome. Are you kidding me, buddy? Hey, look at that right there, man. Jesus.